Good morning, everyone. I hope everybody's nice and wide awake this morning. I'm not too sure I'm wide awake this morning. It just got daylight, and I'm out early, an hour earlier than normal this morning. Puppies aren't happy about it, but I guess they will be happy once Mom don't have to do this anymore. Anyway, well, I'll probably always do something, but just not going this early. Anyway, and guess what I just did? In my haste to get going and get an early start, I went out the door without having my coffee. I mean, I had one cup while I was getting ready and after I took my shower this morning, but I normally have two. I walked out the door, forgot my coffee. So, I hope that's not an indicator of how this day is going to go. Anyway, I got some. I had to get gas anyway, so I got my coffee, and now we're going to work, and I hope it's going to be a good day. I think it will be. It's warm here, and I don't know. It's like 57 degrees and balmy is all I can say. Balmy. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I just seen somebody driving a Tesla truck here where I live. Wow, that's almost unheard of. Anyway, it's 57 degrees and nice and balmy, and it almost has that feel in the air like you have when you get to the beach somewhere. Oh, I love that. I love that feeling and that smell. I don't know how that happens here in Pennsylvania in November, but I like it. Anyway, excuse me. We're off. I've been juggling between the two stores in my area, between the two Walmart stores, for doing my Spark deliveries. And yesterday I started out at my favorite store, and it was ultra slow. So I packed it up and I went to the other store. And I did get a trip that in the morning, and then I went back home right after I posted the yesterday's good morning video. And I went home, let the puppies out to play for a while and fed them, and let them out to play again for a while. We were outside doing stuff. And then I decided to go back out yesterday afternoon to my favorite store, the one I had started at, in the morning. And I went up and I accepted an order. We call them the .com orders. It's like where you might have 15 or 20 different stops on that one trip. And it's usually just one little bag each somewhere going to somebody's house. I normally don't do those, but there was a really good one. It paid well, and it ended 1 mile from my house. So I took that, and it was good. It was a good trip. I ended up making like almost $70 yesterday. I don't know the exact amount, but it was almost 70. And so, there's good days and bad days with Spark. It's some days you're like, oh my gosh, you hate to go home because you're making money. But if I didn't have my puppy kids at home waiting for me, I would probably work until I couldn't see anymore. But you got to do what you got to do for your fur kids, right? So, okay. Now, I hope you guys are doing good this morning. Did I say that already? Well, probably. Okay. You want to know what my other challenge is that I was going to talk about? It's not really a challenge that I've been doing for myself. Sort of a challenge. I've been, if any of you have gone back and watched some of my videos, and I haven't made a lot of my dietary videos lately, but I started doing the carnivore diet 5.5 years ago. And so I've been doing that ever since. Now, I have had a few times where I cheated a little bit and ate things that I knew I wasn't going to feel good with, because I can immediately tell. When you do this and you get fat adapted, and where that means your body's used to burning fat instead of sugar for its fuel, if you do cheat and have something out of the animal food realm, I can immediately tell. With certain foods, I can immediately, like within 24 hours, tell. And then it takes you quite a little while to get back on track again. You can go right back to not cheating the very next day, but it takes your body a few days, sometimes maybe a week or so, to adjust again. But I haven't done that too often. But I have decided that I need to really, really control my urges sometimes. I don't have many urges. I really don't. But every once in a while, I just get weak. And most of the time, it happens when, say, I'm really, really hungry. Like I've been out, say, working, doing deliveries all day, right? And I didn't plan. I forgot to take something out of the freezer to cook, like my steak or a burger or something, or a lot of times I like to have roast chicken thighs for dinner sometimes. But this is when my cheat happens, is I get home, I'm so hungry, and I'm like, oh my God, I forgot to get something out. A lot of times, used to be when I could afford roasts, which I should be able to soon again, I would put them in the crock pot, and then when I got home, they would be ready to eat. So on those occasions are the times when I'm so hungry I can't think straight, and I have given in to just eating whatever, like calling the delivery or something, because they're quick. There's one place that's just down the street from me. It doesn't matter what you order, they're there within 20 minutes, and that's what happens to me. Fortunately, it doesn't happen a lot. But in order to control my Hashimoto's that I have, and I know this works because I've done it before, and if I don't cheat, I'm fine. I need to really be strict about it and not eat the things that I know cause me problems. So I decided I'm not ever going to cheat again. And I'm going to do, this is sort of my challenge to myself. Every day, I tell myself when I wake up, today's a good day, plan your dinner, plan. So today my dinner is planned. I'm going to have some fresh chicken thighs when I get home today, ready to go in the oven for my dinner tonight. And also then I come out and I have a favorite YouTuber. I love him, Mitch, over at Old Guy Carnivore. He is so motivational to me. I love his just the way his style is, the way he talks about things. He's very direct and just tells it like it is. And for me, he's very motivating. And so I make an effort to show up to his show every morning and watch. He does a live every morning. And then he makes regular long form videos too, and I love watching them. So he's my motivation for doing this and making sure I never cheat, because I feel so much better when I don't cheat. Coffee is the only thing that's going to stay on my morning list. Everything I know coffee comes from a plant. This is my only vice right now. The only one I have, okay? So, that's that's my challenge to myself. I will report to you probably once a week, you know, how I'm doing. And it's funny because when I do cheat, it's probably not, it's not once a week. It's not once a month. Sometimes it's once every few months or whatever, you know. But when it happens, it's, I guess for me, I am a carb addict, a sugar addict. And most people are, and they don't know it or won't admit it. But for me, when I cheat, I guess you could liken it to an alcoholic who hasn't been drinking and takes one drink and then has to start over, you know, because, so it's the same thing. It's an addiction. It's hard to explain, but it's an addiction. So that's what I'm doing. And we'll see how that works, you know. I mean, I gotta try. I do know I feel better now than I ever have. And I have more energy than I have since I was probably in my 20s, you know. And I know I have some of my subscribers are carnivores. I know William is, and for sure, and a couple others. You can pop up in the comments and talk about yours, or, you know. But anyway, that's what's going on. I'm sort of having a bad hair day today. It just didn't want to act like I wanted it to. But that's okay. I'm glad it's growing back. I will never, ever, ever cut my own hair again. I can tell you that. Holy moly. You know, I'd rather jump into a paper sack full of bobcats. Okay, guys. I gotta go. I'm almost to the store. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching and commenting and taking the time to do that. You are really, really, really appreciated. I only need 11 more watch hours. 11 more. This is awesome. See y'all later, and thank you so much. Bye.